Today we're making the most amazing honey roasted parsnips. Hi everyone, welcome to Black Cat Kitchen. I hope you're doing well. Parsnips can be a little bit boring on their own, so I'm going to show you how you can jazz them up and make them extra special. Let's jump right into the recipe. See the description below for a list of ingredients. Start by washing and peeling your parsnips. I love the peppery smell and flavor of a parsnip. Normally when I roast vegetables, I like to maintain the shape and the integrity of the vegetable, so I won't cut it down into smaller pieces. But because parsnips are quite thick on the top and thin on the bottom, they won't cook evenly and you'll end up with either a soggy parsnip in this bit or a far too crunchy burnt parsnip on this bit. So we're going to chop it up so they're all roughly the same size. Start by topping and tailing your parsnip. Cut it in half widthwise. With the smaller piece, cut it in half. And if your larger piece is large enough, cut it in quarters. You're looking for roughly the same size pieces. I'll finish up the rest of our parsnips and then we'll get them on to boil. Tip your parsnips into a pan and cover with plenty of cold water. Add a pinch of salt and get those on to boil on maximum heat. To our roasting pan, add 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 3 tablespoons of runny honey. You could also substitute maple syrup or agave syrup if you want to keep these vegan. Just give that a little mix together, and once the parsnips are parboiled, we're going to stir them in this little sauce. While the parsnips are cooking, preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your parsnips have been boiling for a few minutes, check them and make sure they yield to your fork. You don't want them too soft here. We still want some crunch. Drain off your parsnips, and I like to set my colander on top of my pan to allow some of that hot steam to dry out the edge of the parsnips. This will help to make sure they have a nice crunchy exterior. Tip your parsnips into your roasting pan and give them a nice little toss in that sauce we made earlier. Spread your parsnips into an even layer so that they crisp up and don't steam in the oven. Now sprinkle your parsnips with just a little bit more salt because salty and sweet go so beautifully together. And now that's ready for the oven. After about 20 minutes, we're going to give them a little toss and flip them over so that both sides can get nice and crispy. Back into the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. Now they're ready to serve. What I love about this parsnip recipe is that you can easily let them cool to room temperature, pop them in the fridge, and heat them up when you're ready to use them. Just put them into a hot oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until the outside starts to get that bubbling crispiness, and you're ready to go. Now that you've made my honey roasted parsnips, check out my stuffing recipe over there. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. See you next time.